Welcome everyone and welcome to Abu Dhabi here today. For Tier 2 of GSR, I am joined by two people you wouldn't expect to be joining me. ZIGSTARBURST and DmntSquare. Make sure your audio is included, guys. What's up? Silence. Anyways, what's up?
Hey.
Won't let you include it? Why is that? Is it giving you the option, Zig?
Yeah.
It's giving you the option? Okay. Try to refresh the Xbox stuff there. Go back into the party, like, refresh into the back to the party, Square. Maybe that will work. See if it works. Anyways, welcome, Zig. How are you doing?
I'm doing really good. How are you?
Good. That's good. Glad to hear that. I am doing good.
I'm doing really good.
Yeah, so tier 2 here for GSR. Squares. Oh, that's why, because he's got both accounts in the party. That's why.
Alright, we're good now.
Alright, cool. Yep, hello, Square. Anyways, glad to have you two join me today. So, 16 drivers in this race, nighttime in Abu Dhabi. Over on the Asia side of the world. How do you feel about this race today?
Interesting.
Yeah, make sure you guys get into the lobby with an invite. There you guys go. You guys should be able to get in the lobby now. Yeah, you had both accounts in the party. That was the issue. That's what I figured out, Square. That's why. So I'm glad you figured it out. Glad you got that. Anyways, we see the pole position split by a 10th right now. We saw last season in this race, Jeb Bully MSU and Silly Raves and a few other guys like Alabama. I believe it was Team LM. No, he was not in the league at the time. They were battling all for that race win, along with Scotty Jets too, in that race last season. Back around, I want to say that was January 31st. Today is May, and it is completely 3 months later since that race. The great battle we saw with Tier 2, Silly Raves and Jeb Bully MSU for the race win. Raves came out on top with the race win. But we see another battle as we are 4 races left with the championship, guys. Abu Dhabi, Italy, Brazil, Bahrain. 4 tracks left. Let's look at the point standings, though. We have, if I look correctly, Bobby the Human leading the point standings by 9 points over GSR Hamilton. Behind that, GSR Pluto 12 points behind. Then a big gap to Squid, Junior, Riles, and Utel Elephant. Out of those 6 guys I named, who do you guys think will win the championship? Square? Zig?
Hey.
Who do you guys think will win the championship out of those 6 that I named?
To be honest.
I gotta pull Twitch chat anyway.
In my opinion, I think either Bobby the Human, Pluto, or Hamilton are probably gonna get the championship based off racing lately.
I feel like Pluto or Hamilton could definitely get the championship. Bobby's starting to have some bad luck on the side. You know. Hamilton won Baku. Pluto came.
Pluto came actually. Just to finish up your sentence, Pluto came second.
Thank you. And then Bobby was third. Right? Yeah.
Yep, Bobby was third, I believe.
So Pluto and Hamilton gained on Bobby a lot. And Hamilton is on off on the points lead by 9 points, so. And then Pluto trails Hamilton by 3. So it's gonna be a good battle.
Yep. Behind that, though, you have Squid Junior, Riles, and Elephant, all within 7 points. Those guys, who do you guys see taking the 4th spot the best? GSR Riles, Squid Junior, or Elephant?
I feel like Squid Junior, he's starting to actually, he's getting better as the races go, and he's finishing. Riles got like 6 points last race, and Elephant only got 1. So Squid could open that gap this race if Riles and Elephant happen up to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My own opinion, though, about the Pluto, Hamilton, Bobby the Human stuff. Yeah, I see Pluto or Hamilton winning it. Bobby the Human's gotten into bad luck recently, and Pluto or Hamilton, it's going to be between those two. Those two battled out crazy, like here at this racetrack, and in this league in general. So those two, we'll see a good battle between them soon. And my opinion about the Squid Jr. Riles, Utah Elephant stuff, I see Riles getting it just because... Oh, Silent Boom misses the pit lane. Yeah, anyways, Riles usually has had some decent luck at Abu Dhabi, has had some decent luck at other racetracks. He's not too bad, and I think out of those three, he just needs luck to turn around. That's all he needs. Who do you think, Square, out of those three? Riles, Squid Jr., and Utah Elephant?
My opinion, either Squid or Riles. Or, I mean, Utah Elephant, my bad. They both have gotten wins and have been finishing pretty great, actually, in all the races. Riles is still yet to get a win this season, though.
Yeah, Squid does have a win. Utah Elephant does have a win. Both Red Bull drivers having wins. Russia and Britain for both of them. Riles has a few podiums, and this was the racetrack where he captured his first podium in GSR. So we saw a late safety car in this race last season. We saw a lot of chaos. Pluto up to 3rd, Riles up to 5th, and Hellcat up to 4th right now on the leaderboards. Zig, are you in the lobby just to make sure?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Glad to hear. Anyways, Callum yet to set in a time. GSR Bianchi, which is Quan Hauf. Also, DNF from the session. Callum heading to Apex very well in the chicane. We also have back there GSR Hamilton, Utah Elephant, Bobby Human, all back there 10th or below. It's not going well for them so far. Who do you see winning this race, Zig? Who do you see as the main guy? The favorite.
Kyle could definitely win it because he just came in the Tier 2 after dominating, what was it, Germany in Tier 3. Other than that, if Hamilton can do what he did at Baku, Hamilton can win. So can Pluto. Doesn't get unlucky
I agree. Because the thing is with Pluto, he's had luck go his way, but there's been some races where he just got on the podium. He's not had the best of luck, like Belgium, for example, and obviously it is his own fault for, Baku, but he didn't expect it to rain that hard like it did. So obviously, race-changing conditions, you saw what happened, and you saw how crazy that went. Zig, you were actually race engineer for Hamilton. I want to talk about that, how that went.
It actually went pretty nice because when JB held us up in the test section, we were mad. And then in the race, what was it, 2 safety cars, we were pretty happy after that. And then the rain came, and I had him pit, and then we had the best strategy after that.
Yeah, and that's what got 17th to 1st.
Yeah.
And also had it in the race also.
Sad. Where you drove off into turn 1.
I just saw your clip, Zig, from the memes chat of Arrow. I just saw your clip. Anyway, Alfa Romeo have the front 2 spots with Racing Point having the 2nd row. Riles and Smoking Ginger for Ferrari have the 3rd row. So 3 teams split up the front 3 rows. Pretty interesting, right? Well, no. Also, back there, you have championship contenders such as Hamilton, Utah Elephant, Bobby the Human, all back there along with Squid Jr., 5th or below in that area. Yellow flag somewhere on the racetrack. We have a minute 10 left in the session. Got a message. Oh, it's just delayed, I guess. Okay. Hellcat's actually retired from the session. A place you wouldn't expect people to have trouble here, but somehow it always ends up having some sort of trouble. Turn Abu Dhabi. That's kind of the left-hander to the right-hander. In Sector 1. People always have trouble there for whatever reason. There's always crashes there. There's always something that goes wrong there. People try to make a mistake. That even curb on the left side off of Turn 4 easily is a place where people make mistakes. Tell for just slowing down. That's the yellow flag. That's what it's for. He's about to start a lap now with, I believe that's GSR Hamilton right in front of him. That is. Callum also right behind him, actually. 24 seconds left in this session. Zig, who do you think gets pulled? Bobby the Human goes 5th. Zig, you there? Oh, is he there? Yeah, he's there. Okay. He's not answering. Kyle also was last week's guy who we saw possibly have the chance at maybe a race win, and that didn't go well. He's P2 on the boards right now. Pluto P3. Bobby the Human did split in that Ferrari and Racing Point sandwich. He's kind of in that. Believe it's Kyle SO2 to the line next. Off the final corner, 134.8 for the pole position. Now Kyle actually so close to taking that over, but doesn't. 2/10 down. Behind that, there is an Alfa Romeo. That is Silent Boom, the other Alfa Romeo. Kyle's teammate, 33 thousandths down. Can he go faster? He don't need to. He's already got pole position for what it looks like. Unless Hissy or Telephone Callum steal it, he does not go faster. 54 thousandths down. Hissy comes to the final corner now. 10th place right now for Hissy. Does he improve? P9. Just barely ahead of Luck and in between Squid. Now Utah Elephant, one of the next cars. Also Callum, the next car to the line. He's yet to set in a time. Hopefully it's valid this time. And he comes to the final corner. On a decent lap for Callum. Where does he go? He goes P3. He's ahead of Pluto. He's in the second row this time for the first time this season.
Utah Elephant coming.
Where does he go?
He got 9th.
He's a starting position for him.
He came 9th.
How about that for Callum? Amazing qualifying session for him. He never really gets to show what he's capable of doing because he always has the bad luck. And this time in Abu Dhabi, he turns it around with a P3 starting spot. Obviously, Pluto was on the mediums, but he was just behind Kyle and just behind some of the other guys. He was ahead of people like Bobby. He was ahead of people like Riles. He was ahead of other people that you just wouldn't expect him to be ahead. He usually be around them. Now he's ahead of them. The qualifying session, the two Scots on the front row with Alfa Romeo. Callum Pluto, second row. Hellcat, Bobby the Human behind. Then you have Riles, Smoking Ginger. Utah Elephant, Squid, and out of the side of the top 10, you have some other names such as GSR Hamilton and GSR Bianchi, and also GSR Luck outside the top 10. Anyway, we're going to be picking two favorites. We have to have two different favorites. Hopefully Zig has fixed his issues, and hopefully he's still there. Yeah, he's still in the party, but he's just not talking. I don't know if he has his mic muted. Also starting from the back of the grid, missing qualifying was Mr. Ian Bones. Don't know what car he'll be in. Probably a Mercedes if it's that. We'll have to find out. Well, not a Mercedes now because Hamilton and Callum have that. But usually that's what the game puts you in. The highest car that's not been chosen. So, yep. Anyway. About to start the Grand Prix. Nighttime. We saw an amazing race between Raves and Jebel MSU last season in this race. Square. Do you expect another good race at this track, Abu Dhabi?
I expect an exciting one. I don't know what's
Obviously,
gonna
this
happen.
track doesn't have the best of racing, but you know, last season with the safety cars, it provided actually some great racing at this racetrack. One of the best races for both tiers. Anyways, formation lap is about to be on. 17 cars in this race. We're gonna go over the favorites: Miles, Pluto, Hissy, and everyone else back except for GSR, Bianchi, and Bones. See, Thrasher's joined us in the chat. That's pretty cool. Hi, Thrasher. Anyway, let's go over my ones to watch. I don't really know Silent Boom's pace, so I'm going to go with the championship contender already. We're going to pick two. I'm going to pick Pluto. You know what? Starting P4, he has a good chance to do it. He has very fast pace. He's probably the favorite for the championship right now. He won over 13 seconds back in the last race, back at Germany. It was not the last race. It was 2 races ago, actually. But he's had good pace. He's had the chance to beat people such as Hamilton, Bobby, and the rest of the field. Can he capitalize today in Abu Dhabi? He had some issues in ARL race there in Season 1. Hopefully that doesn't happen today. And him and his Racing Point team get a chance for the Constructors, which they have a chance for this season with 4 races to go. My other favorite, oh man, who do I want to go for? You know what? I have to go for Kyle. You know, I felt so bad for him last time out after having the trouble he did. Now he looks to possibly win this race. He's on the front row with his teammate. I don't really know much about Silent Boom, but with Kyle, way it goes.
This is Silent Boom's first race in GSR.
Yep, correct. Yeah. But with Kyle, I'm wondering, because it's the teammate of him, how can Kyle react to his pace? Square, who are two of your favorites today?
Probably Callum and Pluto. If Callum, I think Callum could get a win if he doesn't get unlucky like he has been and can keep a clean race. And Pluto, he's been doing great recently and he's got P4, so expecting something out of those two.
ZIGSTARBURST, who's yours?
Probably Kyle and Pluto. Maybe Hamilton if he can do another box with Kyle because he's definitely a really fast driver. And then Pluto, he's also a fast driver. And if he can get out to the lead, you never know.
Tier 3 tomorrow is going to be bad for me, Thrasher says. Alright, well, we'll figure it out. I mean,
I'll be back.
3 races left in Tier 2. Oh, Tier 3. Alright. Alrighty, Zig. We'll catch you in a minute. Here we go for the 5 red lights this time here in Abu Dhabi. Night time, right time. It's Abu Dhabi time. It's Asia, the other side of the world compared to where we live. And now the 5 red lights come upon us here in Abu Dhabi. 4 races to go in the championship. We are green. And it is lights out and away we go. Silent Boom got a horrible start. Callum splits him 3 wide and down to the outside. Callum makes contact with Kyle, but Callum goes to the race lead. Side by side for P3 on back. Hellcat side by side with them. Crash at the back. Someone is involved. And there goes Utah Elephant around in his Red Bull. And he has had trouble along with the guys at the chicane, Riles, Hissy, and a few other cars. There's some wings being broken. And we have a safety car? No, we don't. We have a yellow flag that is actually green right now. And for this race lead, Silent Boom gaining on Callum. But for the first time in GSR, Callum takes the race lead. Bobby the Human close to Hellcat. Pluto gained a position off of that and now is up to P3. Bobby the Human behind Hellcat. If he wants to have the chance to get to Pluto, he needs to get by him. Hamilton needs to have some luck on his side. He's down on 13th. Hissy letting these guys go. He has front wing damage. Smoking Ginger might have some too. Yes, he does. Also, P4, Hellcat, and Bobby the Human. And Bobby the Human switches back, goes down the inside, and is side by side. Now it gets by Hellcat. Hellcat trying for the switch back. He's side by side. Not in a place you want to be side by side, but also in the back. The McLaren and the Williams also fighting. And Bobby the Human stays ahead of Hellcat. What an amazing first lap we've seen so far, Square. Chaoticness. Some wings broken. Not what we want to see, but we've seen some great battles here as GSR Binky. Let's luck go. Anyways, to lead the first lap, it is GSR Callum. I believe that's GSR Bianchi also pitting this time. And behind him, I believe Mother Takers in the pit lane. Riles actually stays out. Hissy pits, and I think you... No, Utah doesn't. Well, for P2.
Udao did cause the yellow flag we saw earlier, so I expect he does have some sort of damage. Maybe not, though.
Yeah, and actually, he avoided hitting the wall, so no, he doesn't. And Williams, those two Williams drivers double stack in the pit lane. Well, Callum and Silent Boom, I mean, they're kind of stealing points away from Pluto and Bobby. Think about it, Pluto and Bobby, this is 3 points between them. But if Pluto was leading this race and Callum and Silent Boom points between them, and because of the championship battle, that'd be, what, 5 points between them? But right now, because of that, that's actually very close between them. Hamilton's not in the points. He's only 1 point, obviously. But with the way it goes and with the way it stands right now, Pluto actually is only 9 points behind instead of being 5 points, as if this were be for the race lead. But it's not for the race lead. It's for a different position. 2/10 is the gap between Hellcat and Bobby the Human. They try to go side by side, and they're side by side again. Hellcat goes by Bobby the Human and is through, and he's ahead. Behind that, Squid trying to battle them into the hairpin. Not enough traction. Bones. Hamilton close enough for a pass on Red Bull, and Luck not close enough just yet through Sector 3. A hard place to pass. But this being a pad track, this doesn't really suit Hamilton. Hamilton races on the wheel. This might suit someone like Pluto. And Pluto, speaking of Pluto, he takes the fastest lap. Close for a position between P4 on back.
Silent Boom into the wall. Was that just lag?
Ooh.
Silent Boom is actually very laggy. I think it was just lag.
Well, behind that, Kyle, who dropped down places in the first lap. Hamilton gets by Sim Red Bull, 4th position. Now he needs to gain on luck, and maybe he can catch up to this pack for P4. There's a chance. Smoking Ginger has a penalty. Pluto gaining DRS on Silent Boom. Obviously, Silent Boom lagging won't help at all for Pluto. Pluto gaining and gaining and gaining. Not enough to pass? No, it is, because of lag. To the right side by side between the two in the chicane. And Pluto goes by. Bobby the Human by Hellcat, but Hellcat switches back, and Bobby the Human is going to get passed by Squid, possibly. And 4th position, Kyle also tries it with them. Hellcat's ahead, and Kyle gets ahead of Squid, and now is charging at Hellcat with Bobby the Human. Down the inside, Bobby the Human goes, side by side. They won't make it through the chicane if they side by side. They're not side by side. Hellcat stays ahead. Also, Sam Red Bull dropping down positions side by side with Mr. Ian and the Bones. Hamilton gets by luck, and that's what he needed to keep his fight in the championship with 4 races left. Anyway, Bobby the Human behind Hellcat for position P4. And ooh, he runs just a little bit wide. Kyle behind him. And for this race lead, Silent Boom makes contact with Callum. And out of the race, Mr. Ian and the Bones goes. In that little tight corner, the left-hander, and there's a safety car.
Oh boy. This will probably change maybe a few people's pit strategies.
Well, if you're in the softs, obviously that's going to change things for sure. Just looking at the race winners this season, we've had, if I'm correct, we've had 6 different race winners, I think it's been. Something like that. 7, maybe? I'm going to check right now with the Tier 2 schedule. It should be up in there. We do have a safety car this race. Yeah, 6 different winners we've seen already. 6 in the first, 6 different in the first 6 races. So, obviously, that changed things. Bobby the Human is definitely going to be mad at that one because he had a chance to pass Hellcat. But this also helps him get to Pluto, which he needs. And also, this might help Hamilton because he wasn't really catching him. But he is also on the same strategy as Pluto, which doesn't help him. But also, Bobby the Human is on a different strategy than them both. Well, the only person out of the race is Mr. Ian and the Bones, who that fast left-hander. Ah, there's such a tight corner. Sector 3 easily can go out of the race. We have some guys lower down in the field, such as GSR Riles, who's a fast guy. Utah Elephant, who's a fast guy, trying to pass Smoking Ginger, but can't, because it's under the safety car. Will we see anybody pit this time? Do you think they will square?
I mean, I already saw a few people enter the pit.
Well, definitely compromises some people's strategy and changes things. It is going to be obviously count. Oh, I thought he missed the pits. Never mind, that was lag. Hellcat pits along with Bobby the Human, along with Kyle. Everyone who's on the soft tires pits, which is a better strategy. Tanky actually pits, and he's the only one on mediums who pits. Riles pits. He was on mediums. He pitted the first lap, though, I think. So he gets another opportunity to pit stop. Behind that, Sim Red Bull, Bianchi not close enough to know just yet. So the top 3 is guys on mediums who stayed out. Pluto and Hamilton. It's for them square because think about it. Those two are in the championship battle. Does Hamilton aggressively now? How do things work out for them? It's early in the
I
race,
honestly don't know. Hamilton started way back. This is what he needed to get back up here. I think he might go aggressive. Just wants that position.
Oh, he sure does, and he knows he's going to have to pit again. But I think the rest of the field will too, because it's, 22 laps left in this race. You surely can't make it 22 laps on mediums. Zig, what do you think? Does Hamilton try to go for Pluto yet? How do things go? Because Hamilton's in the championship battle, but the thing is, do you really want to fight the same guy in your strategy, or wait till later? Because you also have Bobby the Human, who's in that championship battle, who pitted. But do you go for it, though? Do you go for it this early? Do you risk it? Hopefully Zig is there. Zig, are you there? Silence. Anyways, Tanky actually pitted for the softs that time, along with GSR Riles. So they're expecting at least another pit stop. Maybe hards at the end if they try it. I mean, they've got to think of the right strategy. They got to know how far these tires go, so I don't know if it's the right strategy for them. Also, Smoking Ginger, the other Ferrari, on the soft compound tires. But we have a championship battle within a championship battle because we have the constructor standings with Red Bull and Racing Point pretty close in points. And then behind that, Mercedes and the rest of them with a big gap behind. Yeah, it's close between Red Bull and Racing Point. Ooh, we see safety car in this lap very late. Pluto going to back up the pack this time. Here we go. When does he go? And he does go now. Off the fallen corner, he gets a big jump up Callum, and Kyle has a penalty for collision with Riles. And positions change between Silent Boom and Luck. Does Silent have to give that position back because it wasn't before the start finish line? 4P4, Callum trying on them. Hamilton, though, did lose time from that whole restart. Callum gets by Luck. In forward position, Bobby the Human and CCX Hellcat also trying on these guys. Hellcat tries down the inside, but he's going to get his nose chopped off. Behind that, we don't really see anyone go side by side. Hissy does pass Kyle because he did pit. Anyways, big gap between Silent Boom, Hamilton, and Pluto. They've pulled out compared to Callum and Luck and the rest of the field. But Bobby the Human is gaining on Hellcat. It's going to matter on the front wings and the ERS on the straight because we don't have DRS enabled just yet. Hissy, 3-second time penalty for him. To the outside, Luck goes. Hellcat hits the back of him. And they stay side by side as we see 4 tenths between the race lead. Ooh, Bobby the Human ran out wide. And Luck is down the inside of him now for P5. Hamilton actually gets passed by Silent Boom. Hamilton tries to go back through, but there's a bit of netcode and lag through there. Side by side between Luck and Hellcat. Oh, and I believe that's Squid who hit the back of him. There might be some damage for Squid. Yellow flag. That's Utah Elephant, I think.
Again? No, it's not.
No, I don't think so. No. The yellow flag was for someone. Might have been just the damage picked up from someone. That's all I know. That's what I would think. Look at the gaggle of cars.
Kyle, he started P2. He's back to P16.
Yeah, obviously he pitted early and he pitted again. But the thing is, I think it was rather him or Riles who had the 5 seconds. A Silent Boom is by Hamilton. Hamilton tries to go back by him again. Obviously, lag is going to interfere with that.
Silent Boom also getting the fastest lap there.
Behind that, Squid gaining on Luck, and we see a good battle between them. Silent is lagging ahead of Hamilton. I don't even know if Hamilton knows what to do, but that is GSR Luck actually out of the race, and Bianchi's had a collision with him. There's been some sort of collision because now Bianchi is spun up the hill. Maybe those two try to go side by side. Maybe the synchronized spinning.
The gap between Pluto and Silent is 2 tenths here.
Now that lag might interfere Hamilton. That's what could change things for sure. Anyways, Riles and Squid going side by side. We saw the pack of
Silent
cars.
going
Now
by
that
Pluto on the outside. They're side by side.
Oh.
Pluto's keeping it.
He's trying it.
Still close,
and
though.
He is around the outside. Is he going to make it work in the chicane? They're side by side. He gets ahead.
Contact and keeps it.
Boom. To the race lead. Callum with a penalty. And Squid Jr.'s got passed by Tanky. Those two trying to go side by side. Squid has some damage, so that's not going to help him at the same time with Smoking Ginger behind that. You also have CCX Hellcat trying to battle with Callum and Bobby the Human. Gotta ask though, guys, when GSR had more view. Wow. The thing is, with what we've seen so far, ooh, the telephone leaving a session. Hopefully someone here can invite him back. With what we've seen so far, Callum, he's had great pace so far. Is this Callum's first opportunity at a podium? Is it his first podium? No. It would be an opportunity for a podium for him. How would you guys like to see that? That'd be a great opportunity for him to be on the podium. I'm just checking if it's his first podium, or it would be his first podium. It would not be his first podium. Or no, it would be his first podium. He's not been on the podium before. So this would be his first podium if he was able to do so. Riles passes Sam Red Bull, but do you guys think Callum can do it? Do you guys think Callum has the pace to do so far?
Well, I think he has the pace, but does he have the luck? He's been very unlucky all season.
Now Bobby the Human's gaining on him for a position, and Bobby the Human is going to try to dive down the inside. Bobby the Human down the inside. Ooh. And penalty for him. And Utah joined back the session. A little bit of connection errors. And remember, let's remember that Callum actually has some damage on the right side of the front wing. So he actually will have some tough time battling Bobby the Human. He goes side by side with him into the chicane into sector 3. Callum's ahead and side by side with Bobby the Human again. Enough room, enough space
Callum
just for
keeps
Callum
it.
to stay ahead. Tanky gets a penalty through the chicane. Also, and Bobby the Human still close on Callum's rear gearbox. 2 seconds between the race lead between Silent and GSR Pluto, we see. Side by side. Ooh, yeah, you could tell Callum's also starting to struggle with that front wing damage now. This might come into play. How will things go? Obviously, his luck with that, like you mentioned, Square, isn't really the best right now as we see. Oh, 4 tenths, 2 tenths between 5th and 6th, 4th and 5th. 3 tenths now between Bobby the Human and Callum. He should have DRS this time if he stays within that gap. Also behind that, Squid Jr. gaining on Smoking Ginger in a turn 1. Not enough for a move to be made. No. Yeah, through turn 2, turn 3, turn 4, Bobby the Human gains on Callum because Callum struggles. When is Bobby the Human's right opportunity to get by him? Because is Callum trying to interfere with the championship battle? Because think about it. Callum's actually teammates with Hamilton, and Bobby the Human's leading the championship. And as of right now, because of this, I don't think he will be. No, he's only leading by 1 point, I believe. One or a few points with this. Now, if Bobby the Human got by, things would change, but still, interfering with the championship battle, do you think, guys? You think he is? I mean, they're teammates, Hamilton and Callum. Do you guys think so?
I think they might be.
It's possible. I mean, we've seen stuff like that before. Silent boom, penalty for him, and Bobby the Human goes to the outside this time. Callum, great defending from him because he's kept the position for long, but can he keep it for long enough, or even any longer? Hellcat gaining on them. Hellcat tried to go down the inside, but not enough. Smoking Ginger, side by side with Tanky. Smoking Ginger gets by. Let's not forget, this is an early race for Smoking Ginger. He's Australian, so obviously he's not the best of luck this season, but he's definitely, you know, he's got some stuff with some stuff. It's an early race for him. It's what, 7, 8 a.m. for him, something like that. He's an Australian, so obviously might not be racing in his best condition compared to where he would usually be racing at in this type of race. I think Square's left the party. Let me reinvite him back. He's left the session also. No, I don't see him online anymore. Well, it's just me music now. Anyways, 2 tenths is that gap between Bobby the Human and Callum. It gets close again. The gap between the race lead is 4 seconds? No, 4 seconds. Yeah. Side by side again between Bobby the Human and Callum. Ooh, a little bit of contact that time.
At this race, Mercedes could definitely.
Yeah, they're what, third, I think?
Yes.
I mean, if I'm correct, that's the way it goes. The way it might be. Bobby the Human gaining on Callum again. C6 Hellcat is gaining on these guys. Bobby the Human's ahead, but Callum might try to change back at it. And he is behind now. Maybe wanting a DRS, maybe? Well, he's got a navel now. And he's gaining on the Human. And he is trying to get ahead. He's side by side. And Callum is actually ahead this time. He's trying to gain, but I think the guy who's getting most of this is Riles.
Yeah, just sitting back there, watching them battle. What a player.
Oh, Hellcat hits the back of Bobby the Human, and it's gonna almost spin him, and Hellcat goes around in front of Riles. Riles he hit the back of Bobby the Human, and Bobby the Human's actually got a penalty now. Racing for the time has kind of been postponed with those guys, except for Bobby the Human and Callum. And Hamilton pits.
He's going back to another set of mediums. Nope, that's all.
Mediums. He's gonna go mediums. Betting on a late safety car, I think. Don't you agree? Oh, and with that, GSR also coming out behind him, and that might have lost Hamilton some time in the pit lane. But Callum has got passed by Bobby the Human this time. Anyways, Callum, better ERS than Bobby the Human? No, not at all. But DRS is enabled this time, and he's gaining into the chicane, and now he's going to try to go to the left side, right side. Where does he go? Left side. And now, side by side between the two in the chicane, Callum has the inside. Bobby the Human will have the exit of the corner. But who will have DRS here in this situation? It will be Bobby the Human. Bobby the Human gaining for P3.
Bobby came down to the 10, 8. Is that contact?
Yes, it was. And now again contact.
And now some more.
Callum is not giving this fight up. He is absolutely battling Bobby because I know that Pluto and Callum are good friends, so obviously I'm not gonna say that Callum's holding him up for him, but I would say considering Callum and Bobby are considering Callum and Hamilton are teammates, I know Callum might be doing that, but at the same time, Pluto pits. Yeah, at the same time, I think that with Bobby the Human and Callum, I just think that Callum might be holding him up for two guys he likes, Pluto and Harrison, which he's good friends with. Oh, hards for Pluto, okay. What I expected. Hamilton is trying something different, but who comes out ahead? It is Hamilton. He's betting on a late safety car. He's gonna know it. He better hope it happens. Because he's on the same tire, he can't use the same tire twice. Squid actually lets both of them by. No, he doesn't. There's contact with Pluto. No!
Pluto has damage.
And there's the yellow flag. Utelephant retires from the session. Will that be a safety car? No, it's in the pit lane. Pluto's not too happy with Squid. He bangs wheels with him.
Squid might have been Pluto by that contact.
Yeah, that might be his race win because that's wing damage. He got wing damage. Last week in Baku, around this time of the race, almost halfway, it was last week. So obviously, he's not too happy. And I don't expect Pluto to be happy with that, because now that it's a chance. Yeah, probably from the contact in the straightaway or something. Or maybe already did, I don't know. Anyways, Hamilton's kind of caught in the back of Sam Red Bull Tanky and also Smoking Ginger, which is going to help Pluto. But Hamilton needs to get by these guys. He's clearly faster.
Tanky also has more damage on his left.
Yeah.
Sam, I believe, he does have one damage on his left as well.
Ginger pits. So does Hellcat. Yeah, they're thinking they can go hard to the end of the race, and they could, but with Pluto, he has damage he's got to deal with, and he knows Hamilton has to pit again, but his chance, maybe Bobby Human won't be so likely.
Hamilton.
Oh, Tanky loses it. Pluto goes wide, hops over the curb. That could have easily been race ending for him. And luckily, it wasn't. Hamilton goes by Sam Red Bull and is by for P6 or P5. Looking at Tanky. Tanky has DRS on the guy in front.
So does Tanky.
And now,
damage
for Tanky actually.
Yeah. Damage for all the cars from 6 to 9.
That's correct, actually.
And Hamilton took it.
Ryle's getting a Callum for position for P3. Callum's been defending great this race so far. And Tanky has no chance at Pluto because, yeah, he's almost a second behind now.
Yeah. Well, Pluto is on the hunt for Hamilton, though.
Oh, yeah, that's what he needs to do. Well, fourth position again, Sam Red Bull and Pluto. Oh, there's contact between them. They go off the racetrack, and Pluto comes back on. He might have more damage from that.
I don't think so.
Pluto's definitely going to be angry now because he's got really screwed right now.
I don't think more damage has been added to Pluto's car. Oh, that's one good thing about that collision.
With Squid, Utelephant, them having issues that gets him out of the championship battle, and probably won't be close to it at all, but Pluto and Sam Red Bull go side by side again, going up the hill. Sam comes into him, and there's damage, and there he goes around.
Wow.
He also gets passed by Kyle, having to try to avoid that. That's not
gonna be good.
For sure.
For sure. Same for I would say is their fault there.
Who do you think was at fault?
Red Bull by far. The only good thing for Pluto was he's not alone one now. He could just catch Hamilton then.
Squid gets passed by Kyle. You tell him it's going to be joining us for commentary. He wanted to join. He's commentating for GSR. Welcome. GSR Joe, but there's contact between Callum and Riles. Callum runs on the side of him.
I think
And Callum is ahead. Welcome to the commentary, Joe.
Callum
No,
has
make sure your audio is
right
clear.
side lead damage.
Anyways, Squid, Kyle, so close, those two. Yeah, you're right, by the way, Squid. Yeah, Callum does have damage. Right side, you said?
Yeah, right side.
Have you realized who has damage? Yeah.
Yup, we have. Yup.
Yeah, that was from Squid.
Yeah,
He tried letting him pass
Yep.
and then...
Yep.
Yeah.
if Red Bull keeps on having...
Yeah, we can tell that he wasn't happy. Riles actually pits with the soft tires. He should be able to go to the end. Oh, he has a 5-second start. That's right. Mediums. Hamilton getting a Callum. Remember, Hamilton still has a pit, but considering Pluto has damage, this doesn't help him at all.
Riles
Considering he has to put it in.
all pitted.
I think Hamilton's gonna go into the stop.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, because
Side by side, Callum doesn't give a fight.
So... Yeah.
No fight with them, so all good between them. Riles close to Hellcat, Smoking Ginger behind him, two Ferrari teammates. Anyway, Callum Hamilton didn't put up a fight. Riles, Hellcat goes side by side. Riles ahead of Hellcat. And now they're trying to gain Hissy for position.
Yeah, after this race, there'll be 3 races left. Bobby keeps second. He's going to kind of points lead by a little bit. And also keep Clyde Hamilton for lose. But Mercedes would gain constructors.
Silent pit.
So.
Yeah, Smoking picks up a penalty.
Bobby stays out.
Hissy lets his team owner Arrow by. Meaning Bobby Human yet to pit. No, he's actually pitted already. He takes the race lead, which meaning Bobby Human, does he try to go for softs at the end? This might be his best bet. And Luck has left the session. He's already out of the race. You guys think he does? I mean, it just would be reasonable.
Okay, gets us 2 seconds there. That's gonna hurt him for points.
Anyway, Smoking Ginger close to Hellcat and Hissy.
I think
And Hellcat looked like he was going to
Wait a minute.
losing traction at the corner. And Callum did pit. Oh, makes contact with Smoking Ginger. Callum's been a bit aggressive this race, but now he is up to P10 from that. And Hissy lets Hellcat by, I think. But for this race leads Silent Boom and Bobby the Human. Bobby the Human, does he try to go the rest of the race? I don't think it's reasonable, but, you know, he's in the championship lead. He's got to try something. Ooh, and there goes Silent Boom past him around the outside. Yeah, Bobby the Human has to try something if he wants to keep the championship lead because he knows Pluto and Hamilton have been faster than him this whole season. Callum takes a penalty for multiple warnings, and it goes down the inside of Hissy. I think he took another one from that, maybe. And now is side by side with Hissy through the long right-hander. Callum goes by. Hissy might have some damage, actually. Hissy's letting Smoking Ginger go. Yeah, he might have damage. He does not, actually. He's just letting them go. Maybe he doesn't feel he's fast enough, I guess, around these guys. Maybe he just wants to give them an opportunity to fight. Who knows? That's Hissy's decision, though. Anyways, Callum gaining health again. Well, we've reached this race with 12 laps to go. Do you guys think we see a late race safety car? We've seen the late race safety car here last season. Do you guys think we see it again?
I wouldn't be surprised if we do.
Oh, Callum almost lost the rear end. Yeah, I think we do, just because of the fact we have so many drivers running close to each other in the midfield that anything could easily happen. Yellow flag. Oh, Hamilton! Hamilton has spun it! That's gonna cost him position or something. Yeah, he's slow. It was rather him. I don't know who it was. I think it was him. He was just slower.
I think it was him.
I don't know. Well, now
He
this
doesn't
allows
have
Pluto to
freaking
catch
win.
up. He's definitely maybe just lost traction or something. But now, Hellcat's trying to challenge at Callum and Smoking Ginger trying to challenge at him.
He sent it.
Well, yeah, he's gonna try it. Not enough. Definitely didn't send it.
Silent Beams pulled out already pulled out a whole second. Absolute Bobby.
Yeah, that's definitely concerning for Pluto if Silent Boom stays in Tier 2 the rest of the season. I mean, Pluto, you know, he needs to gain the points he can in just 4 races on, you know, on probably Human and Hamilton. He's doing so right now, but Hamilton, the thing is, like, with that, Hamilton still has to pit. Because he can't finish this race in the same tire. There's no way he can unless he gets a late race safety car. Anyway, Squid hops over the curb, and there were 2 people who pitted. That was Kyle.
It's silent.
Oh, Kyle goes off! Kyle!
As well got a 3 seconds, so.
Never mind, that's fine, that's fine. Oh man, you love the internet.
Main reason why I retired.
Yeah.
Silent has 6 seconds of time penalties. Bobby has 6
So does
seconds
Bobby.
as well. Hamilton,
Yeah, that's something I've yet to check.
Hamilton has none, with 3 warnings.
Pluto has penalties, but damn, oh my god, look at the warnings in those laps.
Yeah, Hamilton has 3 warnings. Hamilton can definitely
Ryelson has a warning.
6 seconds on Silent and Bobby.
Callum has many penalties.
Ginger gets another
He has
3
2.
seconds.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna change in positions for sure.
Smoking
You gotta be
Ginger
close
has
enough to someone.
As Hamilton gains on Bobby
Kyle has nothing.
as well.
Yeah, Smoking Ginger tries to gain on Hellcat. Hellcat's not close enough to Callum. It's enough for a move to be made.
See the instant between Pluto and Squid should definitely be reviewed after the race. Definitely.
Yeah, he could. I mean, I'm not sure. We'll have to find out though.
Kyle sends Smoking Ginger.
Okay, I have a cap with my mic. I need to fix it.
That's a 3-car battle. Ginger lost a lot of time on Kyle. About a 2-car battle with Hellcat and Kyle. Ginger fell back.
Kyle's gonna eat. He's a best penalty.
That's not going to help him in the running order, considering Riles doesn't have any penalties yet.
I think that might have been 9 seconds of penalties. No. That's 6 seconds for Pluto. No.
Kyle has a double Callum's ERS here.
Squid is on 14 laps old medium, so is Bobby, but on 15.
Yeah, is Bobby willing to go to the end of the race? That's what I'm wondering. Oh my god, this mic sucks.
Surely he can't.
No, surely he can, but he's definitely going to bat on a late race safety car for sure. I think I've just lost all sound. Have I? I don't know. You guys still hear me?
Yes, I can still hear you.
My mic is really messing up. Callum and Kyle go side by side for P7. up the hill. Oh, Kyle loses it! Kyle gets damaged! Kyle's gonna charge back up the inside, but not enough to send it. Cat's still behind these guys. Obviously, like we said, you know, a late safety car can easily happen. They're catching squid. Another person added to the battle.
Callum has 6 seconds.
And Hamilton's on the back of Bobby now.
Kyle has a 5
He's
second.
gained 8 seconds since the spin.
Yeah, Kyle has a 5 second, but he hasn't served it.
Guys, remember, Hamilton still has the pit.
Actually, Kyle has served it.
Has he not been on softs?
No, I don't think so.
Oh yeah, he hasn't.
No, he's just kept a mediums. Side by
Surely
side,
Bobby
Cal
has
and
to be
Kyle
like
smoking
he's
ginger
sliding
games
around
on this
there.
battle. Side by side into chicane. Side by side again,
Bobby,
Callum
This
goes
is all
around.
Kyle's.
Bobby might come into the pit this time.
I reckon he will. Yeah,
Hamilton
and they both come in.
Kyle. Oh, Hamilton and Bobby both hit.
come in.
Pluto, the advantage.
Really, Hamilton played strategy really good. Not gonna lie. Hamilton's gonna go to solve. Bobby's going to medium.
Oh, he might not have softs though, but he got held by Bobby. That doesn't help at
Riles
all.
gets a podium here, as he has
That
no
might have been.
penalties.
Yeah, that's true.
That might
Riles
have
doesn't
been,
have many penalties. He could easily pass Pluto. Bobby the Human can gain on these guys. You never know.
Kyle's trying to go around the outside of Squid. There's contact, and Squid almost hits the barrier.
Another yellow flag
Definitely
again.
think Silence gonna
Yeah, that's
run
from
away
Squid.
with this.
Oh, okay.
If they're trying to safety car.
Yeah, like you mentioned, we could see a late race safety car. We could see it considering we have guys on softs, considering Hamilton and Bobby the Human. We could see something between them. Hellcat, Smoking Ginger, Kyle. They're all close. I mean, we still have many safety cars in VSCs yet to use, because in the game, in 50% races, you can use 5 safety cars and 5 VSCs or for something like that. Anyways, Bobby the Human still battling Hamilton. Traction off the corner. Here comes Hamilton to the outside, battling Bobby the Human, and he goes by, and he is ahead now. And that's what he needs in order to take over the championship lead, because Hamilton is the guy behind, but he also needs to gain on Pluto if he wants to have the chance to do so. But remember, Pluto's damaged, but do they have enough laps to catch Pluto? Remember, Pluto's penalties, but 22 seconds between Silent Boom and Pluto. This is the same gap we saw between Kyle and Pluto last week. Pluto also had the damage around the same time last week, too.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I hate this mic. I can't fix it. Anyways, Hellcat bounces off the barrier. And it's still close between Bobby the Human and Hamilton, but Hamilton is gaining on Riles.
I don't think Hamilton has any penalties.
He does. He has 6 seconds. I think.
Hamilton has 3 warnings. Riles has a 5 second that he served. And yeah.
Yeah,
Gonna be
Hamilton
bad
easily
with
passed
the
Pluto
fast
from this because of the penalties. And so could Riles.
Oh, it's Bobby who has 6 seconds.
The thing with Bobby, this hurts him the most. He has the most penalties. Pluto has like 6 seconds, I think he has. Someone check.
If Riles can keep the gap how it is right now, he's gonna get second on Pluto if he doesn't take the penalty. Pluto had 6 seconds and the gap is about 5 seconds soon.
Yeah, easily things could change from this, and we see Squid trying to go side by side with Callum. Didn't work. Tanky trying to battle these guys at the same time. Yeah, I mean, with the way it is, you know, Hamilton's gaining a ton on Riles and Pluto. His tires are going to die out at the end, but surely Hamilton and Riles will both pass him, and is Hamilton going to get to Riles? Because think about it, Hamilton, just from this, can take over the championship lead.
Yeah.
Hamilton sets fastest lap.
Sam Red Bull has actually gone off the racetrack. I had to fix my mic again because it keeps going out in the wrong ear. It goes out in the wrong one, so so annoying. Anyways, ooh, Sam Red Bull actually goes out of the race and rages from the race and he might actually cause a safety car from that. What does this do? It is a safety car. Late in the race, Sam Red Bull rages, and he's out of the race, and we see a late race safety car again, just like last season.
Riles and Hamilton are Pluto and Silent are actually out of this race now.
Because the penalties.
Pluto
Silent's
has like 6 seconds. Silent has
Surely Silent's gonna
6
pit.
seconds as well. Pluto and Silent also both have 6 seconds.
Yeah,
Sam
the thing is,
Sam has just costed them one, well, at least first.
the thing is that I'm at least
Both
thinking from
Hamilton
this is that Silent being that mad and raging out of the race would probably be a penalty considering it caused a safety car. This for sure screws over Pluto compared to the other people. Penalties. You see takes a penalty under the safety car, and we see the race leader pit.
And
seconds.
And Silent's
penalty.
5 seconds. Silent's race is done. Silent's most likely might not even get points after this. Pluto
Pluto's the
pit.
softs, okay? Where does Pluto go though? Pluto's
Pluto-
surely gonna have to fix his damage.
Pluto should pit.
Yeah, he's coming in.
Pit.
Riles.
Everyone that pits should all pit their solve.
He's coming in.
In for Riles.
I think
Hamilton stays
Hamilton stays out.
He should be P2.
Hamilton.
And another
Hamilton
He
Baku.
comes in.
Yeah, this really hurts the guys with a lot of penalties. This helps guys like Hamilton and Riles battle it out for the race to win at this point.
Hamilton might pull a big gap on
Kyle
Bobby
pit.
in the championship.
I think
Ooh.
no,
But will anyone take up
he
the
went
penalty
in,
during the
but he broke too late and went straight
Yeah,
to him. So he
I
would've
just
hit
saw
the
that.
So he had to stay out.
Zig, can you try to fix the echo or at least mute it when you're not talking? Anyways, though, this is going to be really interesting with the way it goes because Kyle, he's on the mediums, but Hamilton's on the 3-lap softs. These guys have fresher softs in them, but we're gonna surely restart with 3 or 4 laps to go. Oh boy.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just wondering here. Everyone on the front is on softs except for Kyle. Yeah, Kyle missed the pit lane. He might have a big enough gap to maybe catch Pack and maybe pit. I mean, he might come out like 7th, I think, around there. I mean, let's check penalties first off. This is surely going to hurt a lot of people. Silent Boom actually has 11 seconds of penalties. Hamilton has... He just needs another warning. Hamilton cannot afford another warning or else he might lose this race. Kyle has the 5-second penalty he had and the warnings. Riles has just the 1 warning, which is insane at a track like Abu Dhabi. And GSR Pluto, 2 penalties from him. It really sucks because this is fastest driver right now in Tier 2 from the way it looks. And he is going to be hurting from this the most. Bobby has a total of 6 seconds. Smoking Ginger has a total of 9 seconds. So who doesn't have penalties besides Riles and Hamilton?
Doesn't, I believe. Kyle's gonna pit in though.
Yeah, I
Or
think.
get a 5 seconds.
Yeah,
No.
Kyle has the 5 seconds from earlier.
No, but he pitted in, so that would probably removed.
And also Squid doesn't have the penalty. He has 2 warnings.
3 actually.
He's
Now that I look
he's
at
back in
If
P12.
Pluto does want to penalize Squid and file a ticket,
Yeah.
Squid will most likely get a penalty from that.
Yeah, I would
He's gonna
assume.
come out.
But the battle for the win is gonna be Hamilton and Riles.
Guys, let's just think about this. 3 to go. Restart. Restart. And with the way this looks from right now, Riles. Okay, let me just recap a few things. Silent Boom. This is his first race. Hamilton. He won last time out in Baku. He's a 2-time winner this season. He can easily go for 3 wins this time. Riles has no penalties along with Hamilton, but let's be honest, it's really between Riles and Hamilton at this point, unless they pick up penalties. And Riles is in the safest position out of Riles and Hamilton. Out of those 2, Riles is in the safest position. Riles could get his first GSR win. We don't know what we could see. We saw a late race safety car just like this in Canada and also Britain, which myself and yourself, Utah Elephant, took the win with both those races. And not only that, we saw Baku late race safety car, but the pack wasn't really bunched up. Riles got his first podium here last season in GSR. Pluto had wing damage. I think he's got it fixed now. And he has a lot of penalties. So does Bobby the Human. Smoking Ginger in a good position, but also has penalties. Safety car in this lap. Hellcat has some penalties too. Kyle doesn't have any penalties, but I don't think he's going to be able to charge his way through the field. There's so many cars in front of him. Now, we won't get another safety car. I can guarantee that. OBC checking up. Cameron in the back of Kyle. And Smoking Ginger's picked up a penalty from this. Yeah. Picked up a penalty from this. The thing that I see is that Kyle just doesn't have enough time to gain up to the field, and we see cars going off track. Yeah, he just doesn't have enough time. To gain on the
If
field.
Kyle didn't miss his road, Kyle definitely could have been another factor to win.
For sure. Anyways, we will get restarted with 3 laps to go this time. Silent Boom, his lag might change things. Kyle's actually got 5 seconds, but yeah, that probably will be removed most likely because it was under safety car. Here we go, back for the green flag. Here we go. Silent Boom, 10 seconds. Riles, 10 seconds. That probably will get removed. Kyle, another penalty. Kyle's out.
Kyle should have never did that.
4P2, 4P3, here comes Pluto. Bobby the Human charging. Championship battle between second through fifth. And here we go. Side by side. Never mind. I thought it was for a moment. Anyways, has the penalty. Silent has the race lead. Pluto trying on Riles. He's trying to get to the inside. Zig, please mute your mic if you're not talking. Anyway, Bobby the Human is close enough for a move. He's trying on Pluto. Is he going to make a move down the inside this time? No, he's going to go to the outside. And Pluto tries down the inside of Riles. Bobby gets the exit. No, he almost runs on the back of him. But also, Hamilton and Riles also gaining on each other. So considering Riles got the 10 seconds, which probably will be removed, how will things shape up for the podium? We have a lot of people to talk to after this race. It's late for a lot of people if you're in the UK. It's late for a lot of people. It's evening time if you're in America, but you've just caught in at the right time if you're just tuning in, because there's a great battle. Silent has penalties. Pluto has penalties. It's between Hamilton and Riles from what it looks like. Hamilton staying ahead of Riles. Riles gaining, and Silent Boom. Oh, that's lag. Oh my goodness. Gotta think the internet. Well, this time coming to 2 laps to go. 1/10 is the gap between Pluto and Riles. Pluto, he needs to get moving here because there's some people up in the back who don't have penalties, and Pluto, it's the back of Riles, trying to gain for position. And think about the people who have more penalties or equal penalties. Pluto, this is going to affect him in the championship. Pluto tries to go down the inside of Riles. Riles protects and keeps the position. Bobby the Human also gains. So, going to be within DRS this time off the turn 4. Well, off the hairpin as he comes off the turn 4. Now, heading into chicane, Riles close enough to Hamilton. It might be, with Riles' 10 seconds, it might be a Riles-Hamilton 1-2 with the way it looks. Riles took his first podium here in GSR last season, trying to go for another one. Gaining. We'll have DRS enabled on the final lap of this race.
Oh, no, it's just my game.
We still see Riles gaining on Hamilton and gaining, but not enough for a move to be made in the chicane. Remember, DRS is enabled last lap, but Silent Boom, doesn't he have penalties? I could swear he has more than 6 seconds. Silent Boom has a total. Oh my god. He has 6 seconds. Then that 5 second he had.
Hey, that's 21.
Yeah. What in the world have we seen from him? I mean, he's going to be definitely demoted back farther. Pluto gets a penalty. Calm gets a penalty. Pluto's down to 9 seconds. We come to the final lap this time in Abu Dhabi.
I think
over from Pluto based off of penalties. We might see something interesting now. Oh, so close.
I think Silent Boom's going to be in P11 after all of this.
But will he appeal those penalties? I know Riles for sure will definitely appeal that 10 seconds. That's what he's hoping for. DRS is enabled this time. Final lap at Abu Dhabi. We see a great battle for what could be the race win. But on track now, it's Silent Boom on track. And 4 penalties. We see Hissy get another penalty. Look at Pluto trying to challenge. Riles really holding him up and not allowing him pass. Pluto down the inside. Side by side with Riles. Contact! Silent Boom gets a penalty. Bobby the Human goes by. We have a lot of people to talk to after this race. Don't click off for post-race interviews. You want to tune in. DRS is enabled. They're all chasing Hamilton. Hamilton weaving down the straight, trying to make sure he doesn't get any slipstream from these guys. And now Bobby the Human down the inside of Riles. Riles' chance at a race win. It might be over. And now almost running in the back of Hamilton. Then both, and Pluto goes by. And now, Bobby the Human behind them. And Pluto gaining on Riles. Riles gaining on Hamilton for the race win. What could be the race win because of the 10 seconds. And now, side by side, heading into the hairpin, the chicane now. And now, side by side, Pluto and Riles making contact side by side through an amazing part of the racetrack. Riles forcing him off the racetrack, and Pluto surely has an illegal overtake from that one. I would assume so. Bobby the Human goes by Riles.
Now Bobby's got past.
And now, side by side. But it is Silent Boom who's probably going to win this race
Well,
on track. And Riles is around. Riles resets under the racetrack. And now, this is surely going to cost him what could be a podium. Silent Boom comes to take the win on track. But it is going to be GSR Hamilton taking 2 in a row. And look at this for the podium. Hellcat on podium.
Hellcat.
And will it be Riles with the 10 seconds? Riles, I don't even think he's close enough. He might be. And Bobby, second. Squid, third. Bobby, third.
Squid Junior podium.
Oh my goodness, we have a lot of people to talk to. The championship lead and the championship battle changes from this race.
I think
We
it's
gotta
gonna
talk
be
to at least
Riles
5 of the
who gets
people.
P3.
Riles, yeah, he probably would have P3. We'll have to look because of the penalties, so it ain't over.
It's a 9-second gap.
Yeah, that's true. Riles with the 10 seconds might feel that and might have P3 from this. Oh boy, what have we seen on our hands? Well, Hamilton 2 weeks in a row again.
We have seen NASCAR on our hands. That is what this has turned into.
Anyways, we're going to invite the podium finishers and the guys we saw battle it out today to the party.
And this is second race in a row. Hamilton's coming from.
Oh boy.
Oh my fucking god! Not
Oh,
again! No! Not again!
Oh no, it's
Fucking hell, man!
Wow.
Oh
So can you
my
mute
fucking
your
god!
mic?
Zog, mate, thank you. You told me think. Zog.
Anyways, we have some of the podium finishers and some of the guys who are definitely upset with some another from this race join us. Who do I talk to first? I don't know. Honestly, Pluto, I've got to speak to you first, though, about what happened. The contact with Squid, you looked like it could be a race win. You looked like it could be maybe even a podium. It doesn't even look like a podium at all. What have you got to say about that, Pluto? Make sure your audio's included. Very unlucky also there.
Shall we start from the beginning? Right.
Oh, boy.
From lap 1, that guy got his name wrong. The guy in the Alpha. The luckiest driver I've ever seen. Impossible to race with, so I'll just let him go past. What happened then? Came out of the pits behind Hamilton. Then Squid decided to do his best Lance Stroll impression. Came back onto the circuit like an idiot. Took my wing off. Couldn't keep up with Hamilton. Then what happened? What happened after that?
Safety car. Safety car.
Oh yeah,
lap
safety car
24.
happened.
Who even
Came
retired?
in for pits. Sam Red Bull.
Oh, Sam Red Bull, he raged,
that's
by the way.
point. Sam Red Bull.
Yeah.
Raged.
I was trying to
Again?
get past him, and he was the
That's
slowest
10 times
driver
in a
I've
row
ever
he's
had to come
raged.
up against. Yeah.
Oh my
And
god.
he just doesn't accelerate out the corners, so I couldn't get past him. Hamilton got a 6-second advantage of me because of that. Then what happened? The safety car went on softs, came up behind Riles because I had to change my wing. Then everyone was getting pushed about between us four. It was really dirty and a race to forget.
Yeah.
There you go, that's my
NASCAR
essay.
style.
For sure, and it was definitely tough for you. You got beat by Bobby and Hamilton, your two championship contenders, based off of penalties and based off of the running order, how that went. Do you even have any confidence in these last 3 races? Do you even feel like you have a chance for the championship anymore because of how much you've got screwed over recently?
I have no idea, if I'm honest with you. It's a bit out of reach now, but I'll obviously try my
I
best.
think you need
Can I
me
invite
as your
Squid?
race engineer.
Can I
No.
invite Squid?
No, he's probably not going to finish the podium from the Riles stuff, because Riles got the 10 seconds under safety car, so he's not on podium with
Do I
what
still
it
get
looks like right now.
P1? even
Oh
with
yeah, of course,
silence
because of that.
penalties?
Yeah, because Riles, what's it called? Riles, I'm sure you will, because of Riles, he had the 10 seconds and he finished behind you anyway. Yeah, Pluto, how do you look to these next few races? Because I don't even know how to explain it. You've had so much shit get in your way.
Yeah, just get in my way. That's all I can say.
Yeah, I've got to ask you though. That safety car really screwed you over. You finished back in P6, didn't you? Like P6, P5. I mean, obviously with Riles' 10 seconds being appealed, you might be put farther back if Riles, considering he was behind you, because Riles had the 10 seconds under safety car he picked up. For sure, definitely getting you out of the championship battle, or even not even close anymore. I don't think it's not going the way you kind of wanted it to, hasn't it?
I don't actually think the safety car affected me that badly. I had like 6 seconds of penalties. Hamilton was catching me stupidly fast. He would have got past me. Yeah, the penalties are all my fault. Abu Dhabi's not my best track, and sorry about that. I had to get. I got loads of penalties. It was all my fault.
Yeah, some people I see talk about Silent Boom's internet.
Yeah,
What do you
he
gotta
was
say
so
about the
laggy.
internet? What do you gotta say?
Too laggy.
Don't race.
Fuck right off.
Don't race if you're not laggy.
Laggy cunt. Fuck
It
right
ruins
off.
it for everybody.
Turn 3, his car like swerved to the right and then swerved to the left, and I had to brake. Like I broke because I thought he was actually there, but it was just lag. So I lost like 2 seconds off of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, every time I was trying to
saw
defend against him, one point it was on the left side of the track, the next point it was on the right side of the track. You don't know how to cover it. I just ended up letting him by.
Yeah. I don't know, because obviously it affected you guys, and he won on track because of it. Let's just say that. From the safety car restart, no one could catch him because of it. So, I mean, Pluto, you're an admin in GSR. Hamilton, you're an admin in GSR. Joe, you're an admin in GSR. I'm an admin in GSR. What do you, be honest, what do you guys think from the internet you saw?
He can fuck right off.
You can just go.
That's a bit extreme.
You can go to safe.
And
You can go to safe.
and he's like could be tier 1 pace, like.
Yeah, I was thinking he's not tier 2 pace, because I couldn't keep up with him after I lane by. I couldn't keep up with him whatsoever. At one point, Jeff told me he was a second a lot quicker, and I wasn't even racing slowly, so he's not tier 2.
Yeah, do you think, like, I've got to ask you all, do you think he should be tier 1? He definitely showed the pace of tier 1 today, for sure.
Yeah, he did.
He should be tier
well,
1 on pace, but he shouldn't be in the league because of his lag.
Yeah.
I don't even know why recruitment is still kind of continued. I thought after the stuff with Boker, I thought we were going to stop recruitment, but I'm not sure. No, that's what I thought, but that hasn't really happened. Next guy I'm going to go to, and congratulations on your decent finish. I don't even know how to congratulate you, because that was just not good for you. I don't even know what to be happy about for you. Really, Pluto. Anyway, Hamilton, race win for you 2 times in a row. It's going to stay that way because Riles is 10 seconds. He's going to get removed, most likely. He'll probably be P3 from it. Not entirely sure. Anyways, congrats on the win. How do you describe that race, and how do you describe the penalties you did not have? You kept that race penalty-free for the 2nd time running.
I had 2 warnings. And in the last few laps, I was shitting myself. Like, I was in my head, I was like, don't get another warning, you stupid bitch, and it just worked. And like, my legs, they're so shaky right now. Like, I can't describe how shaky I am. Like, there we go. I'm shaking. Like, I can't. Just P15. I was like, oh, here we go. Another last place. And I was talking to Squid and Bobby and the party. I was like, you know what? I'm going to try and win this race. And then when I checked on Silence penalties and like the second safety car, he had like 15 seconds worth of penalties.
Yeah.
Ended with 20.
Like, how do you get
24.
that many penalties?
He ended with 24. Well, he had
Yeah.
three.
Like, I don't get how you
seconds.
get that many penalties.
I don't even know the race
Three
results because of the
seconds,
penalties. I don't
A
even know.
5 second and a 10 second.
I just can't believe I didn't get any penalties. I can't believe I've done it twice in a row. Basically, last to first twice in a row. Because last time I was 17th to first. This time I'm 15th to first. I just can't believe it. Like, this season, the first 2 races, I got taken out in both of them. And I've gone from getting taken out in the first 2 races to, I think it was 4th in Canada, 4th in Britain, 7th in Austria, win in Belgium, 8th in Germany, and 2 wins in a row. I can't believe it, honestly. I just can't.
I've got another question for you, by the way, Pluto. When you saw the squid contact, and I've got to ask both you, Hamilton and Pluto. When you saw the squid contact, what did you both think? Pluto, you first.
Oh shit.
Yeah, we could tell you were angry on the stream with straight away how it went.
Shit.
The thing that got me the most is that he wasn't even racing us. We'd just come out of the pits. He was clearly the slower car. It was beneficial for him to just let us both past.
Yeah,
because he would have
I was
lost
in a pie
time
with him.
battling.
I was in a pie
You were in a
with him.
pie with
I
him and
asked
he
him to
still
let me
did-
pass.
Same.
Yeah, I asked him to let me pass. and,
Oh, so you
but
told
like,
him to
I
let
didn't want him to hit
you
you. I
pass
didn't
and
want
then to hit me.
contact.
Oh yeah. I see
No,
what
I
it is,
didn't
see
want
what
him
it
to
is.
hit you.
I
Like,
can-
you
I
just
can-
told me,
Go on.
let me
I
pass.
can agree
and
with this.
Just don't hit Pluto. I didn't want him to hit you because I wanted to race you.
Yeah, I was
But-
really looking forward to it. It was
Guys,
looking like it was
I
gonna be a fun
secretly
race.
told Squid
Would
to
have been
just hit Pluto.
last
I'm just
season
kidding, I'm
ARL all over again. It would have been last season ARL all over again, eh, Pluto? Except this time
yeah.
we wouldn't have
Hang on.
crashed on that same corner.
I've got to ask though, Hamilton, with 3 races left, you gonna have the championship lead, I think, with the way this looks. You
No,
might.
I won't.
You,
Bobby's
no,
9 ahead.
2 points. 2 points now.
2 points.
2 points is the gap. You think it's possible?
I think it is possible.
How do you look into the next 3 races? Italy, Brazil, and Bahrain.
Italy, I have like some decent pace around Italy. I know Bobby's strong at Italy. I know that for sure. And Brazil, you told me you're racing, so we look forward to that.
Yeah, according to what it looks like right now. According to what it looks like
And
right now, unless
Bahrain.
things change.
Bahrain, I'm not confident going into Bahrain. It's one of my worst tracks. But if I can come off of Italy and Brazil with 2 strong results, I reckon I can have the championship bag as long as I secure like a top 5 or top 6 in Bahrain.
Yeah, I am racing Brazil, by the way, unless things change. Birthday race for me. So that's kind of why.
Oh, it's your birthday. Oh.
That race, yep, that races, yep.
Mm.
So that's kind of why. Yeah, those 3 tracks coming up next. I believe it's Italy, Brazil, then Bahrain. Which track is the strongest for you?
Well, definitely Brazil and Italy are my 2 strongest out of them. But I think I'm equally like pacey at both of them. But honestly, I prefer Italy. More like Brazil's a flowing track, but it's just not many overtaking opportunities there. Whereas Italy, you've got the long straights, Scari, the chicanes, the Lesmos. The second chicane at Italy, I do not like. But everything else at Italy, completely fine. Brazil's middle sector for me, very strong, but not really confident.
Yeah, I've got to find a new mic. That's great. Anyway, no, I actually do, because this is not working the way it should. Anyways, though, congratulations on the win today. I believe Bobby the Human, you were 2nd place, right?
Yeah.
How did you look at today's race, though? Because it looked like, based off penalties, you didn't have the chance to possibly be on podium with the way it looked. That changed. Make sure you include your audio. How do you look at this? And you keep the championship lead only by 2 points, though.
Too worried about dropping down positions too bad. I did have some major incidents, minor incidents. Effect, change any, but that cost me probably a few seconds off of GSR Hamilton.
Oh, nice, Echo.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Let
my
me
God,
say
I
that-
switched mics.
Let's say something meet your mic.
Nice one, PB.
This is so annoying.
Yeah, it was
Oh,
PB.
yes. PMB that.
I heard her.
Oh, now it sounds like a massive echo fest.
Or you could echo.
Nice one, PMB.
Next week, I just want a battle, a really nice battle between us 3 championship leaders. Like, if we qualify 1, 2, 3, I want a battle already.
Probably won't
Like,
happen.
that's just how I want
Am
it.
I a joke to you?
Yes, you are.
Oh. Well, you guys know what PMB was on about?
No, he cut out halfway through his sentence.
Yeah, I did.
Pimmy, you still there, mate? Oh, there he is.
Yeah, this mic
There he
sucks.
is.
I'm trying to fix it. I'm trying to do everything I can, but this mic is a. So, Bobby, how do you look in the next 3 races? You have the championship. You're the one defending. They're the one trying to overtake you in the championship. How do you look at that with Pluto, Hamilton, and the rest of the field if they come into play?
Probably a very interesting few races to watch to the title decider. I'm probably pretty confident with some of the races coming up. Some of them not so much. I just hope I get a good race and no mistakes or any pit stop errors.
Yeah. Yeah, which track out of the next 3 do you look as your favorite, and why did you have so many penalties today?
I think Brazil probably the best one out of the lot. And penalties were for incidents that happen on track because I had to exceed limits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, two of your warnings will probably get removed. Like, the one with will probably definitely get removed. Because you just got smacked.
Anyways, congratulations on
Did he clip it?
P2 for now, I think it is. It's gonna probably stay stay that way with the way it looks. 7 points is the difference, I think. Oh no, 2 points. Sorry, 2 points. Congratulations on P2. I'm trying to get Riles in here for post-race interview. He probably will be getting that podium with the way it looks. The way it looks, that's the way it is right now. I'm gonna try to
He's
get
in a
him here.
fight with someone.
Yeah, I know.
I reckon I'm gonna win a championship, guys. 55 points behind. Let's go. Easy.
Yeah, I'm trying to get Riles in here, or at least get him to talk. I'm trying to find his thing. Where is it on Discord? I'm gonna see if I could get an interview with him.
I already added him in the main chat.
What's he with? Someone else.
Calling him on Discord. Nope,
You
that's
should
not
invite
gonna work.
Squid.
Nope, that's not gonna work.
I invited him to a policy.
Trying because I want to get a post-race interview with him because with the way it looks like a podium right now. I don't think he'll be able to answer. Yeah, if it is a podium, it's his second time at this racetrack in GSR, but with the way it looks,
I'm going
it's
to
podium
introduce
finishers
me
unless he
with
gets
my
that,
amazing
unless he doesn't get that 10
He said he
seconds
doesn't
removed.
want one.
Oh, he doesn't want one? Okay, alright.
I
Yeah,
said, join party, get an interview. He was like, nah, I'm good.
okay. Yeah, anyway.
He's going to do it, that's why.
Guys.
Oh, okay, there you go. Alright, well, I'll try to fix my broken mic before tomorrow on ARL. I need to do that because it's going to be an issue.
Interview Squid.
You want me to interview Squid? I mean, if I could try to get him.
Why not? No wait, he was near the back for most of the race, and then
Yeah, you had a load of problems.
yeah, I had to
You
lead.
had timing
Yeah,
glitch,
well.
shift car glitch, everything.
Yeah, I had timing glitch. I had safety car. Started my game, and then it wouldn't stop being there. I had timing glitch. Restarted, still had it. Restarted my Xbox, and then yeah, just couldn't be bothered. I spun lap 1.
Yeah, definitely
Yeah,
crazy
and then
race
I
in Baku, though.
managed-
Or not Baku, wow. Abu Dhabi. Okay, okay.
I mean, they were both crazy, so it's fine.
Yeah, that's true. Abu Dhabi was probably not the better one, though. Baku was still better. Yeah, how would you guys... one word describe this race, though, today, because the battle of the championship drivers. How would you guys describe this race in one word?
Use more than one word.
I want to know
I wanna
depending on
use
the situation. For me, horrific. For championship, fun.
Fun.
Great word choice.
For me, messy. For the championship, devastating.
For me, crazy.
How
For
do you
the
think-
championship, godly. Championship,
You see-
godly. Race, crazy. It's literally just a repeat of Baku, but without the rain.
Well, I have my
He's
money on
just saying
Pluto
it
winning
was
the championship.
devastating for him.
I have my
I've
money
lost
on
like
him, sorry.
40 points in championship in like 2 races.
Where we fall back though?
I was like,
Only me.
I was 23 points behind. And now I'm 55.
Jesus.
That's 33.
I'm 2 behind Bobby now.
Not 40.
I'm 2 behind Bobby, and Pluto would be. How many points is 6th? 8.
Anyways, I gotta.
18 last
Anyways, I don't think Riles or
Not
Squid will
fun.
be joining. I gotta fix my mic though, so I'll try to get that figured out before tomorrow's races that I stream anyway. Anyways, thank you guys for joining us. A crazy race in Abu Dhabi. Late race safety car, Sam Red Bull raging out of the race, causing that late race safety car.
Idiot.
Definitely questionable one.
Pluto's 22 points off Bobby, I think.
But we'll have to find out.
Oof.
We have 3 races left in the championship, and yeah, like you mentioned, Pluto's gonna need to gain 7 points per race, 7+ points, at least with a fastest lap at one point.
It's
On
supposed to be a win every race.
It's good. It's definitely
Wait,
going to be interesting for these last 3 races. Like, we all seem as quick as each other at these 3 tracks. But I know Pluto's a lot stronger than me at Bahrain. But as long as I have, like, a decent lead with him into Bahrain, I reckon I can win.
To be honest, if I keep P3, I'll be happy. Because coming into it with 4 races already done, it's really good for me. I'm happy with what I've done.
Wait, Pimpy, do you know if last season anyone won 2 in a row?
1, 2 in a row. What do you
I
mean?
don't think so.
Championships?
Yeah, no, 2 leagues, 2 races.
2
No, I
races
think
in a
last
row.
one was
Well, yeah, a
Blaze
lot of people
Exploit.
did.
Was Blaze
I could check in the
Exploit,
old-
No, for tier
Discord.
2.
I think.
Yeah, races. Yeah, there's more than someone who won 2 in a row. I believe it's Houndoom and Bama who won 2 races in a row. Last season, Team LM.
Last year, holy shit.
What?
Team
Houndoom won
LM,
3 in a row.
Team LM, Houndoom, Bama, just to name a few guys who won 2 in a row. Well, actually, Bama, did he win 2 in a row? No, he didn't. Bama didn't win 2 in a row. So
No,
it
he
was
didn't.
Houndoom and Team LM, who were the guys who won 2 in a row.
Josh won at Belgium in season 1, tier
How?
2.
How?
I don't
That
know.
was in December.
How bad was the league
I
then?
mean October.
Yeah, October.
Anyway, that's really about it from today's race. Thank you guys for joining us, and make sure you join for tier 3 and tier 1. We'll catch you all then.
Zaga out.